Hi everyone, welcome. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here. Can you believe it's December already? It's the 5th. There's only 20 days until Christmas. So I hope you've got your projects started, your gift projects, your cards, any home decor you're making. I hope you've got them done because it's creeping up on us fast. I'm so glad you joined me tonight. I am going to share with you a gift card holder tonight. You know, it's getting to be the holidays. As I said, it's the holiday season, and I know I tend to give a fair amount of gift cards, and I'm always looking for creative new ways to use my product to kind of package those up. So I thought I'd share with you a fun, simple, easy gift card holder to share. Little housekeeping. If you like what you see, please give me a heart. Facebook likes the hearts better than the thumbs up. So if you give me a heart, I appreciate that. If you especially like what you see, I'd appreciate if you'd share my video and comment, share down below, and you just might win the project I'm working on tonight, that gift card holder. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and then hit the notification bell, the little blue bell, and you will be notified every time I upload a new video, which is usually every Monday night. I do occasionally have to miss coming here and sharing a new project with you because, you know, life happens. And to get to our next little bit of business, as I said, if you share, comment, shared, and if your name is chosen, you'll get the project I am making tonight. Well, if you recall, last week I made this beautiful votive holder, this little piece of home decor. Now, if you can see, there's a little battery-operated tea light in there. It looks much prettier if you see it in the dark, but I'm not going to go turn the lights out. But you get the idea. It's got that on 3 sides, and it can be a cute gift box, and then the gift box could be, you know, then an additional gift that they keep and use. So this is going to go to Veronica Mathews. So Veronica, I will get this to you when I see you the next time, okay? So thank you so much for joining in on my videos. I appreciate that. And sharing my videos and commenting and giving me hearts does help it show up in the Facebook algorithm. And it doesn't cost you anything. And it helps my small business, and I do appreciate that. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to change the view down to my hands, and we will get going. Okay, so I am going to show you how to make this really cute little gift card holder using designer series paper. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. So let's start out here. The paper, this paper, you're like, I haven't seen that before. It is in the very back of your July to December mini catalog. It's right here. It is the Celebrate Everything 12 by 12 designer series paper. It's $18, but you can only purchase it with Stampin' Rewards. It is a huge pack of paper. It is 48 sheets. 4 each of 12 double-sided designs. So that's a lot of paper, and it's going to last you a long time. It's well worth it. This is one of many things that is retiring. This mini catalog is good until January 4th. It says 4 January. Sales period, yeah, till 4 January. So things have already started to sell out. Stampin' Up! Has already announced the list of things that are retiring, and some of those things that are carrying over. There's a handful of items carrying over, and so you'll want to check that out. I sent it out in my email. It's also on my Facebook page. If you need a copy of that, let me know and I can get that out to you. But remember, everything when it's on the last chance list, it's as while supplies last. So if there's something you really want, you need to get it right away. Don't wait. And some stuff is already sold out, like this beautiful designer series paper that they use for this card. And the new catalog, the new mini catalog, I've seen it. I just opened it up this weekend. I've been really busy. It's so gorgeous. There's some really great stuff in there. So this paper uses basic black, crushed curry, granny apple green, Pacific Point, polished pink, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce. So lots of great color choices in that designer series paper. So that's our card. If you want to make, or a gift card holder, if you want to make a purchase, this is my website, this is my host code. Please use the host code, and if your purchase is $50 prior to shipping and tax, I will send you a gift. So let me get started here. I've got to pull out my trimmer. Let me move that out of the way there. Okay, so this piece of designer series paper is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. Okay, let me just double check. Yep, 10 1/2. So when you're choosing a paper to use for this, it's best if it's something that's not directional, because you know you're going to fold it and some, like the inside could be upside down, but this was the perfect piece of paper because it's non-directional. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing paper. So anyway, let's see. We need to score this. Like I said, it's 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. I'm going to score this at 3. Let me put this down here. Make sure I know which one is my scoring blade. Now, don't press as hard on this paper as you do on cardstock, because you can tear this. So we're going to score this at 3. We're going to score this at 6. And we are going to score this at 9 1/8. That 1/8 just gives it enough room to fold over to make your flap. Okay, there you go. We'll need this again. So, like I said, this paper was perfect for this because both sides are non-directional. So I'm folding on the score lines. I think you can see what is going to happen. Let's see. This does not. I think this might. I'm going to just cut a little bit off of this. Let me get my little guillotine paper cutter, because it's really easy to get. Because I must have not measured exactly accurately when I scored, so I'm just going to take the smallest little slice of paper off. There we go. Yes, so much better. Okay. So then you know, it happens. It's paper. What you gonna do? Okay, and so, I mean, this is kind of the basics. Let me take this belly band off and open this up. Okay. So, you're going to take this bottom corner here, you're going to fold it up. You want to make sure it doesn't interfere with the fold. So you want to go just close to it, but not on it. Give that a second here to focus. Let me see here. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to show it to you. It's not working. Okay. Well, there's my fold, and you can see that there's just a little bit there. Okay. And that is what's going to make our pocket. And that'll fold over like that. So what I'm gonna do is take my tear and tape, and tear and tape is perfect for this, especially when you're doing down the side of something to make a pocket, because it's narrow, it's easy to work with, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't get, doesn't ooze out like Tombow might. Now you don't have to, but I'm going to put a little bit of, couple little pieces of this tape here, just to kind of hold these sides down. I like tear tape, it's very sticky. I like to burnish it down too to make sure I get it down real well. I'm going to use my U-Pick tool. It's a great way to try to get these little, the coat, you know, covering off of the tape. Oops. So, okay, there's that. And then I'm going to fold that up, make sure that's straight. And that, now we have our pocket. See? Okay. So there's that. Now we are going to work on the inside here. I have a piece of, I went ahead and chose Sweet Sorbet. Even though this is Poppy Parade, it's kind of muted, and this is a little more muted, so I thought it worked better and it blended in. The great thing about this paper is it has all sorts of colors, so whatever you choose, it'll work. But, okay, to start out, I used several stamps from this stamp set. This is the Spruced Up. I believe this is retiring. I used the stars. I used the to and from. And then on the, for the belly band, I used the Merry Christmas, okay? So, this piece of Sweet Sorbet is 4 by 3. This piece of basic white is 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. You can see it fits right there. You could give it a little smaller, narrower margins if you wanted to, but I decided to stay with this. Okay. I just realized I'm gonna have to get up and get something. A piece of paper, so. But we'll get there in a minute. I'll have to get another piece of white paper. So I'm using Balmy Blue on the inside. Here's my snowflakes, and I'm just going to put them down the side. There's no right or wrong way. Just kind of, you don't even need to put them across the bottom if you didn't want to. You could just put anything else you wanted. There we go. It was a large piece of paper, and I'm not done with this. And my to and from are on the smaller side. There's enough room to write a little note on there, but okay. There we go. Good. I need this ink one more time. We'll come back to that. So I'm going to adhere this to my Sweet Sorbet. Some people tell me they have trouble with the Stampin' Seal. I have discovered that when people are having trouble, sometimes it's because they're pushing too hard on it. Use a light touch, and really, it's all you gotta do. And the nice thing is this works much better, sticks much better than our previous adhesive, and so you don't have to use as much of it. Okay, and put that right in there. There we go. Inside's pretty much done. I'm going to take the card out of this one. Put that right in there. Okay, now we're going to work on, I'm going to put the belly band back on this one. And we will work on our belly band. Let me get that extra piece of paper I need here. Okay. Luckily I keep pieces. This is the size of a, this is 5 1/4 by 4, which is like not a card base, but the first layer. And I always keep a stack of white and a few of the very vanilla on my desk because inevitably I need it. And it really does save a lot of time. It's so much easier to just cut a lot of it at one time than just to cut it when you need it, because you will need these. So anyway, so but we're not going to do this yet. The belly band, I've used a piece of sweet sorbet, and this is 1 inch by 7 inches. And you don't have to score it, but I'll tell you, I like to score cardstock. It just makes it fold or bend a little bit easier. So I'm going to score this at 1 3/4. If I was making a belly band of a designer series paper, I probably wouldn't even do that. And this is 5 inches. So 1 3/4 and 5 inches. Okay, now we're all done with that. I'm gonna use my bone folder on this. Is all your shopping done? Mine is not, but I don't have a lot of people to buy for, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, so what you see is, and this, the nice thing about scoring too is you can figure out so it's not too tight, because I've made belly bands and it's been so tight I can't get them off my project. It's kind of a hazard, you know, of the, come on, I'm trying to get a little bit right there. Okay, I'm just gonna fold that over right, make sure it's all lined up. Right, like that. Okay, perfect. And you can see I used the gingham ribbon, the black and white gingham ribbon. This is gorgeous, and it ties right into the black background on this. I didn't think I'd use this very much, but I really do like this ribbon. It's well worth your expense, you know, to purchase one. It goes with so many things. So I'm going to just make a little bow here. Put that right there. Don't make yourself so short on the ribbon that you can't get it bow tied. Okay? When you leave an end of your ribbon on the spool, then you don't waste any there, so you're really only wasting maybe an inch, you know, depending on how you do it. So don't stress yourself over an inch of ribbon. See, so this way I can cut this off just where I want it, and then I'm going to cut this one off a little bit. And look at that, I didn't hardly waste any. That's all I wasted. So it's my little tip. Keep your ribbon attached to the spool until you're happy with your bow. Because, you know, if I tied this and I didn't like it, I could untie it and do it again and again and again. Let's see. And here I am still messing with it. See, and sometimes you mess with it and it turns out a little bit. You get the tails right. There we go. And you know what? I could put a glue dot right behind it to hold it in place, but I don't think I need to do that. But I think I'm going to trim just a little more off of here. one of these just a little bit shorter. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're getting there. Now, to make the tag, I pulled in the Lasting Labels punch and Lovely and Lasting stamp set. The only thing I'm using out of this stamp set is this frame right here, okay? But I just think it makes all the difference in the world. So, let me open that up. I'm going to use Shaded Spruce for that frame. I'm going to stamp that up. Put this right here. Perfect. Remember, when you're using photopolymer stamps, get your foam mat behind it, give it a little cushion, makes it easier, you get a better impression. Okay, on this stamp, or on this block, you can see I have Merry Christmas. That is, again, that's from this other stamp set, the Spruced Up. Use the Merry and Christmas. I'm going to stamp this with the Sweet Sorbet. But before I do that, I have one more thing. I want to do something else first. I'm going to bring back out my Balmy Blue that I used on the inside. I've taken the Snowflake stamp out of here. And I'm going to use it. I don't know if you can tell, but I used it behind the Merry Christmas. It's not focusing in very well. Let's see if it'll focus in. But I've stamped it off. I'm using it a little bit like a watermark. Just kind of gives it an extra bit of interest. So I'm going to ink up my stamp. But I'm going to stamp off. What that does is get the biggest amount of ink off. So when I stamp on here, I have a very light impression of a snowflake. It's not overpowering, but it just gives it a little extra detail. Now I'm going to do my Merry Christmas in Sweet Sorbet. And I'm going to put that right in the center. Perfect. And it's a great way to get two colors out of one ink pad by using that stamping off technique. Some really dark colors you can stamp off a second time. So there we go. I don't know why that doesn't want to focus in very well, but I think you can see it kind of from where you're at. Okay, so I'm going to take the Lasting Label punch and punch it out. You know what? That's kind of crooked. I can't let that. I don't want that on there. Sorry guys, I'm going to restamp this. I was talking too much, wasn't paying any attention. So let's do this. But since I've done it all, I've told you all about it, it won't take me any time. I won't have to talk. I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay. My Balmy Blue. I'm going to stamp it off. And put it right there. It's not exactly in the center, but I'm not too concerned about that. Now, where's my Merry Christmas? Okay, whoops, don't want that. Shaded Spruce. I want the Sweet Sorbet. We're going to try this again. Hopefully I can get it straight this time. I did it straight there. Okay. Better. You know, because even if I'd have put it on for the video, you know what I would have done after the video? I would have taken it off and restamped it, remade the label anyway, so I might as well do it here. And that's the great thing, it's just paper and ink. Okay, throw that over there. Merry Christmas, it says, yay. Okay, now we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna use some of the tiny dimensionals. These dimensionals actually happen to be out of they're on a small backing. They're from a paper pumpkin kit, but they're just like the ones that are in our annual catalog, the small ones, same size. I probably don't need that many, but I don't like to put a dimensional on top of the ribbon. So I'll put one on either side. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there, right under that ribbon. And I can still kind of move that ribbon around a little bit if I want to move it up. There we go. Now we can embellish it. I don't know if you can tell, I've put a couple of little sequins on there. These are the Adhesive Back Seasonal Sequins. Let's see, maybe I want to use a different color because that white doesn't this white iridescent doesn't show up really well. I got a few green left in this package. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. I got a few small red ones. Let's see. Well, doggone. I guess I'll go with the red ones, or the green ones here. We'll see how they go. Okay, put this green one here. Put a green one here. And let's get one of the small green ones. And we'll put that right there. Okay. And I think we are done. These are selling, these are going to be retiring, these sequins. I love the Adhesive Back sequins. So there you go. You can put a few more on there. And if you're concerned, you know, I know this does not have a side on it. If you're concerned about the card falling out, put a little glue dot on the back and just kind of hook it in there. Then it won't, you know, it won't fall out. But I wouldn't, you could use a little piece of tape, but I would just use a little bit of glue, a little glue dot maybe on the corner of the card or something, so that to keep it from falling out. But so there you go. I hope you like this Christmas card holder. I hope you use it and you make some for yourself. Use them at Christmas time. I'd love to see. Please remember, I'd love it if you share my video, comment, share, and I may be sending this to you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye now.